Hello. The question I'm most asked about my uniform, isn't that uniform hot? Well, the honest answer is the resounding yes. I mean, it's made out of wool, from the coat to the trousers to the hat, and also with the temperature of what it is today, I think in the high 80s, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm sweating like a politician in church. How did they back then deal with the heat? Well, let's say the soldiers back then were tough. They were conditioned to be out in this heat. The commander, he would gauge these soldiers in training. He knew how far to push them. But that's not to say that soldiers collapsed from heat stroke, which they did. They marched for an hour, rest for 15 or 20 minutes, preferably next to a water source. But then again, this led to another problem. Say you're a Union soldier and you're in a unit and you're resting by a water source, say a creek. Here comes a Confederate unit. They're looking for water too. Well, we got a skirmish over a water hole. Not only that, you also have something else. Bad water. Whether it be from a creek or a well. You had the threat of typhoid. You had the threat of cholera. You had the threat of dysentery. I have some numbers here. Dysentery killed 45,000 Union soldiers, 50,000 Confederates. Typhoid, and I'm assuming this is a total from both sides, altogether 80,000. Cholera, 35,000 for the Union, 40,000 for the Confederates. And all that was due to bad water and bad food. Like I said, soldiers were on the march. A lot of times they would shed stuff they didn't need. And the supply wagons would be trailing along behind, picking up all this stuff. Hollywood movies and portraits and everything show a Civil War battle, and they show them all in uniform. I am willing to bet you there's a few soldiers out there that went out there to fight and they didn't have a coat on. They fought with their cotton shirts. But who's to say? I'm not the expert on that. One effort that tried to keep the soldiers cool, they had something called a haversack, which was basically a piece of cotton material that draped over the kepi down over the neck. It was made out of white cotton, which provided shade. But due to manufacturing differences, some material was heavier than others, and it would actually cause the soldier to heat up more. So it was not uncommon for the soldiers to just collapse of heat stroke. And they didn't have summer uniforms. You was issued a uniform, that was your summer, fall, winter, and spring uniform. Right here. Wool trousers, wool coat, wool hat. One, they couldn't afford it, and plus they wanted a heavier material that could take the beating and not tear as bad, such as cotton would. And since the South had their hands on the cotton industry, we were left with wool. So, I hope you find this interesting. Have a good day.